What's up, everybody? Dan here. We're doing Minecraft Utopia number 63. Man, look how far we are going. Look how much we are moving along. So, obviously you can see we got the foundation all ready to go. And now it's time to decide how the building itself is going to look on the inside. So, one thing I was really thinking about that I wasn't really sure. And I think this... what is that pig doing? Was there a pig? Oh no, it was a sheep. So one thing I was really debating about is where am I gonna put like the register / table, like checkout table, and where am I going to put the staircase to get to the top floor? Now for the lobby of the library, it's going to be right here, basically in the center. That's where the, checkout table is gonna be. But for this, I'm not entirely sure if I should replicate that. In fact, I'm actually thinking about making the staircase in the middle. So with that, obviously, I want to make these structures all similar in the sense that they're all structurally the same, but I don't want them to look the same. So what I mean by this is I want them to be close to the same shape, same size, and not so much a cookie cutter building, but I want them all to be similarly the same height. Some will be taller, some will be shorter. But with that being said, I want there to be the same basic design to them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 5 high. So I'm probably gonna need to build it out 1, 2, 3. So 3 on the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that's where the staircase would have to stop, and I'm gonna make it 4 size 4 right here. Now, the question is, do I make the staircase? Well, I probably should build something underneath, like around here. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna do that. So right here will be something. Where the construction will begin. There we go. Yes, I'm doing this right. I'm not stupid. Please. Yeah, everyone saw How Much Your Mother is no longer on Netflix. Gasp! But it's on Hulu, so no fear. You're still able to watch How Much Your Mother. So we put this there. The sun's setting already. Frack. There we go. And that is currently 1, 2, 3, 4. Blarp. Let's do. Thoot. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Just perfect. Just absolutely perfect. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's about over. And then we're gonna make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make it like this. There we go. I can't believe the sun is... Why do I keep doing that? I can't believe the sun is already setting. This is ridiculous. The days are just growing shorter because it is fall. Winter. I'm not even keeping track of what season this is. Should I make the bottom... I don't really like... See, the reason why I put this cobblestone layer right here is because I kind of like the wall and the wall and the floor not to connect. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of... Let me just do it and see how I feel about it. That's not too bad. I could live with that. And if not, it's an easy replace. It's not that hard. Bam, bam, boom. And I'm out of stone, cobblestone. Great. That's like great. I'm not a huge fan of the door. I really am not. The birch door, I'm not. And I'm not a huge fan of birch wood to begin with. You know, birch, I get it in this circumstance. I'm using it to build a building that looks different. You know, when you're walking down Main Street, I want you to look at every building and know it's the one on the right that is, you know, a lighter wood color. You know, it's that building. That's the Adventurers Outpost. By the way, I got rid of all the trees over there. That's how you know it's that one. So at the library, it's the one that's more dull. It's the, and then across the street, I'm sure I'll end up making the, whatchamacallit, the Cafe Oakwood. But that's the point. I want to make them all look different on the outside, where if you're describing it to someone, it's like that one down there. They're like, oh yeah, that one, yeah, I didn't know that one, yeah, it was that one, yeah. So it's, yeah, I gotta really work more with birchwood because I've just never been a fan of it for some reason. I don't know why. I've just never really liked it. But now I'm forced to work with it because I am forcing myself to get to know it a little more each and every day. Leaving the 10th. Who's leaving the 10th? Ah, okay. Ah! Ow, my jaw. Ugh, that hurt. So let's see. I know this is seems boring because I'm just building a staircase, but this is very informative. This is very informative of how I learn, how I build. You know what? Let me dispose of these two pompous dirt plots. There we go. Okay, then boop, boop. Okay, now I'm not liking the cobblestone at all. I'll change it. I will change it. And then, nope. Even, you know what? I'll see what I'll do about that in a little bit. But as you can see, so we'll have to, there's still obviously a lot left to do. Interior-wise, because I'm not exactly the best interior decorator. As much as I enjoy doing it, I will make a video about my adventures of interior decorating, but I'm not a huge fan of it. So I tend to not do interior decorating more so. I like building the buildings, so I think I do have an idea of where things go, which does help. One of the things if you're designing any building, inside and out, is to have at least an idea of how the inside is going to look. You don't want to build a box house and expect it to look perfect because it's just a box. So you want to make sure it's, you know, got all the right bells and whistles in the right places. So, I mean, it's just basic, you know, 101, you know, building 101, that sort of thing, you know? Yeah, so it's not that hard. It's not that really that difficult. You just have to have a knack for knowing, you know, when you're designing. At least if you're not going to draw out the blueprints for what you're building on the inside, at least have a mental idea of where certain things will go. Like you saw earlier, like I said, okay, staircase will go here, checkout table will go here, and then I might put like a special box or item underneath here, you know, like, or like books, like, you know, I have an idea of where everything's gonna go. I'm still not a huge fan of this birchwood. I'm really not. I like, I don't know. I'm not liking it. I'm really not liking it for some reason. I don't know why. I like that wood so much. Water tub. I just like the darker wood look. It looks better. I'm just not a huge fan of this birchwood. It looks too polished. It looks too refined. I don't know. It looks too yellow. Huh. Unless I just made the outside birchwood and the inside is just oak. Because at least oak, has a good look to it. Ugh. Plus, I have plenty of oak. I'm gonna have to use birchwood at some point, so I'll stick with it for now. I'll finish what I've started. I will finish what you started, Batman. Kylo Ren, whatever. Same universe, right? I mean, Batman could exist in the Star Wars universe. I mean, how cool would that be? That would be kind of cool, actually. Luke Skywalker fighting Batman. That's a story I would pay to see. Just a matter of time before Disney owns DC Comics. Like, I mean, Justice League was... I didn't see it. I heard okay things about it, but like Suicide Squad... I'm sorry for all the DC fans out there, but I heard Suicide Squad was bad. Batman vs Superman was a disappointment. It was just a mess. And I got what they were going with. Like, it was they just made it too quick. They really should have put more time and effort into it. And same thing, I think, with what's over with Justice League. It's the same basic idea where, you know, Warner Brothers is really pushing for that expanded universe. Like, they're really pushing for it, and it's not giving you any time to develop any characters. It's not, the audience isn't familiar with any of them, and if they are, it's mostly just the fanboys who are familiar with them. Like, I don't know anything about Aquaman. I really don't. And, you know, it's, the way they introduced him was all right, I suppose. I've seen some clips. But obviously he didn't have his own standalone movie like he did with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman had her moments. She had her time to shine. She had a fan base grow and love her. Aquaman doesn't have that. Aquaman was just kind of there. Not saying that it was bad, but I'm just saying it's, I don't know. It's, yeah. They could do better, they could do worse, but in the end, it's, you know, it's not Christopher Nolan's Batman. It never will be. It'll never be as good as that, because those three films are so perfect. Even Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises still holds up. You know, you could have people who hate those movies, and my wife is one of those people who absolutely hates those two movies. But in the end, those are still solid and good. You know, those are like, you still would pay to see them. I don't know if you pay to see them again, but you'd still go to the theaters to see them. Like, when people saw Dark Knight, you know, of course everyone was going to see Dark Knight Rises. And Dark Knight Rises, granted, wasn't as good, but I paid to see it again. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun. And it was just really well done. I don't know. I feel like Warner Brothers needs to find where they're gonna, excuse me, where they're going to find, how they're going to find themselves, what direction they're going to go, and what will happen. So that's my rant right there. I'm going to end it off right here. Obviously, it's still a debate about birchwood, but I have to use it at some point. So maybe this doesn't have to be The Adventures Outpost, but something else. It makes the most sense, though, using this. If not, jungle wood would be the most convenient. It would be most adventurous, but that dog just disappeared. That dog in the background just flat out disappeared. Nope, he's chasing the sheep, but I don't see him. And there you have it. So I'll see you guys next time.